You know, when you lose yourself, right? It might sound like a bad thing at first, but there's no better time to lose yourself because after you literally start from ground zero. Especially like, dude, if you're a young person, you can completely change your entire character. You can become whatever the hell you want. There was a point for me, right? I was just like a zombie, right? Like just going to work, coming home. Job that I was at, I necessarily didn't hate. Like my coworkers were cool as hell, but like it was just draining me, my physical energy, my mental energy. Like it was just, it was at one point I just had a knife, and everybody at some point, they worked a job where they had enough, man. It's getting exhausting. Like it was a customer service job, so like having to deal with people every day sucks. I feel for people who have to deal with people every freaking day. Eating dinner and just doing the same thing every day, man, it sucks. And when you do that so many times in a row, you just begin to feel like a freaking zombie. It's soul crushing because you see so many people in your life that you don't even realize that are doing this. And they've been doing this for 10, 20, 30 years, right? They just been living in a shell of their own personality. Well, and it's a shame too because most people don't want to fix themselves. Most people won't go through the work, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually. They would rather just stay in their own shell of mistakes when they could honestly probably just fix them and make their life way easier, and instead they just choose to be in this form. I work in the trades, so I see a lot of people who, like, I could just tell, like, at one point, man, they were a motivated person who gave a shit about their life, that were, trying to keep on track, but just a few bad things happen, whether like maybe like a parent passed away or they got into drugs or alcohol, and you can just tell, like, man, at some point this person actually cared about themselves. Me, like a person, I feel like I was brought on this earth to, keep people happy. I don't know, like I like to spread joy. I like to spread, happiness to people. So like if I could fill up somebody's soul that kind of needs it, it makes me feel better. But even there's some souls that I can't even save, man, and it's like sad because I got like this sixth sense, man. Like it's crazy to say, but like it hurts. Like when I make somebody laugh or make them happy, and I can just tell they're not happy. Like I've been there, done that. I crack a joke, somebody laughs, but on the inside you can just tell they put on like this facade, right? And on the inside, there's a lot of darkness going around, and I could just sense that shit. That kind of thing comes from being that type of person where at one point I wasn't happy with myself. One point I wasn't happy with this world. I thought, how the hell am I gonna change, right? Like if I don't change, I don't change, right? Like at some point I needed to change, and I was in that zombie mode where mentally I wasn't there, physically I wasn't there. I was out of shape, out of healthy, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna change, man? You gotta set goals, man. Took me a good 3 years, but I think I'm back. I think I've rejuvenated my personality. I really think that I'm back, and I'm happy, and I've never felt more motivated to do shit. Um, Health wise, I'm doing way better than I was, losing a bunch of weight, but also, like as a man, as a son, as a brother, I feel like I've definitely improved, and I feel like I can definitely provide better for my family, which is great. That's all I want, man. I just, family is always number one, and that they're what essentially keeps me going as a person. Self change is hard. You really have to kind of break yourself down as a person and figure out what your problems are and attack them one by one, because if you focus one eye on one problem and you focus one eye on the other, you're not really locked into one problem. Your brain's scattered. So if you're in this moment of, trying to break out and trying to be your true self again and you need help, my comment sections are always open to suggestions, to video suggestions. So be free to go down there and comment. Like the video too, of course. That was 5 minutes with Flip. I I will see you guys in the next video. As always, I appreciate you guys.